Okay, let's continue this. So I was stuck. Mute my channel. Set my mode view. Alright, so last time I was a little bit stumped here, but it's actually simpler than I thought. So instead of having different knowledge from different people, instead I am going to make a list of topics that are kind of like a glossary of things. So it doesn't matter who knows them. Like you may ask your muse, or you may like search in the internet or something. You're going to have the same information. This is essentially a Google search for information. So what I'm going to do is have a table of common knowledge. Maybe have like let's add a couple of these things. And the thing is, a topic is actually apparently a special kind of column in Inform. It's not just in the column name. So anytime you have a column name topic, there is some functionality for asking or searching or consulting. So I am going to let's see, consulting. What's consulting? The Oracle. So consulting usually refers to an inanimate object, right? Maybe I should add a PDA or dictionary of terms. Let's call it a database, okay? Maybe that's an object I can find instead of just asking you. I mean, you can just consult your muse, right? Let's try. Instead of consulting, talk your muse about a topic listed in the table of common knowledge. I can say something like this. Your muse, say, muse replies, another comma colon. Of course, I can let me search my databanks. Let's say asking about a topic. Asking your muse about a topic listed. Let me search my databanks. Here it is. Let's add a paragraph break. Then maybe, I believe the format for this is information entry. Maybe also in quotes. So we'll find a way to format it later. Now paragraph break. Maybe no, just a close, yeah. And that's the end of the. So I close my quote, I close the string, and I add a period to say that the function or the activity is finished. The cool thing is I can use the same information entry for different creatures, or a consult for a book or something. Let's wait. Ask Muse about mesh. Okay. Should it have a paragraph at the end? Sure, why not? Paragraph break. Let's try again. Ask Muse about mesh. Now there is a space here for some reason. Meshes. Break. Here it is. I don't know why it's here a space, maybe because of the enter. Let's try again. You're gonna have to wrangle text to get the correct format that you want. So the cool thing about this, I can now try to, what was I going to say? I don't remember. I can actually get real information. So I'm going to go to my books and search for a muse, definition of muse. Maybe I'll just Google it. So let's Google it instead. Muse, the wiki. The visuals that indicate an AI, the agent, commonly known as a muse. This AI has been a lifelong companion for most people, 70 old. Muses learn their own tastes, habits, preferences, do their best to make life and technology use as easy as possible. Muses can be alarm clocks, data retrieval gophers, appointment schedulers, accountants, many other functions. Then you need to assign them, basically figuring out people's needs and acting on them. So it's a personal assistant. This scheduling function might tell you when the user needs to be up in the morning, and it will act as an alarm clock with any additional instructions. Even Muse is uncertain, but on the precedence it asks. But after working a user for a few decades, Muse rarely need to do this. Multiple backups, something generic Muse who must be informed about aspects of individual preference, something, learn basics. Okay, this is too long. I'm not going to put all of that here. Let's see, I think I have. Maybe I have a shorter description of a different book. AI helper programs, no. Right, transhumanities, fate. Right, let me search for. Let's go again for the Eclipse space. Google Drive releases. First edition, second edition, core, second edition, quick start, second edition, PDF. Search for Muse, Muses. I think I clicked correctly. 47 Muses. Muses. Once you dedicate a server media agent, the same description. Media agent. Look at the second edition. Muses 250. What is a muse? Muse are a subtype of AL. Oh, this is slightly better. Subtype ALI designed to be personal aid and companions. Means the personal side. Muses have functionality and psychological programming, the standard ALE and over-time built and extended database with preferences, likes and dislikes. With video service, most muses reside within their owner's mesh insert or ecto, where they can manage their owner's span, communications, online searches, and redirection other mesh activity. I'm going to copy paste this directly, at least for now. Maybe I'll reward it to avoid, you know, problems, but for now I think it's fine. So muses, okay, so right, so the table now is a little bit messy, but it kind of still knows where each column begins. That's okay. Let's see. So the cool thing, like I said, I can make this an action for the muse, but I can make a computer that you can also type and consult about the same things. So this is the idea, is that this is common knowledge to all humans, like anybody with a computer or AI that's collaborative, because an AI that's your enemy is not going to help you, are able to search this database. Like I may have maybe an exception somehow, but I don't think no information of this table is going to be relevant to a specific quest. So there's not going to be information that's specific to your ship, for example. It's essentially a manual. What is the mesh? I'm going to search the same thing. Let's see. Muses. I think I could ask MeshGPT, ChatGPT to convert this into a shorter text or something. That would be interesting. What is a mesh? So why do I have to do? The question is, why do I need those words? Because things like introduction, from the start you already have this problem. You awaken to the distant sound of claxons. Okay, so far so good. Your breath turns to frost. The glass window of Echo Bridge pod. Sure, your naked body covered with a sticky ferrous from non-suspension fluid and this put in strands. Nothing really to ask about it. Your muse flickers online. That needs clarifying. The local mesh is down. That's another word. You need to know what mesh means, and you need to know what muse means. Something seems to be jamming in wireless signals. This is self-explanatory. You last remember checking for a backup nor a resleeve. What is a resleeve? Sleeve, right? Sleeving is the act of switching to a new body, transferring your conscience to a new body. So I think I can have like in sleep, re-sleeve or something like that. Re-sleeve is more like you died, so we had to dump a backup of you into a new body. Sleeving is just I need to move to a new body. I don't think, like I said before, I don't know if this is going to be an element of the game at all, but it's kind of cool lore stuff. It's irrelevant because later you may find maybe you can see yourself as an enemy or something. It's just your whole body. And something interesting happens after that. We'll see. For a backup, another re-sleeve. Okay. Muse tells you that 2 weeks have passed since that time. Clinical sterilized, medical gowns, Faber. What's a Faber? I need to know what's a Faber. So Faber, a fabricator that can construct objects from raw stock materials. That's the simple explanation, but I probably need something from the book. What's a healing vat? I think a healing vat can... I don't need... I mean, you can look at it. That will also give you some sort of explanation, so... that doesn't necessarily have to be here. But then you have something like Ego Bridge. Well, same thing. You don't like this is more for concept, I think. You find an object that you don't know how it works, you will just look at it and the description will have something explanatory. Delicate Dr. Bot stands by, just like when you look at the Dr. Bot. There's really no reason for this to even exist for now. Maybe later. Okay, let's try asking more things to the AI. Ask Muse about power. Ask Muse about re-sleeve. Ask Muse about potato. There's no reply. I don't think I don't think I will have Faber as a concept. You don't need to know anything about any kind of item that you are not looking at. And I don't think you even need this. Include epistemology by Andrew Plotkin. I think I can do without this. I'm just going to comment it for now. So far, I haven't used it at all. I don't need this. The message. Ask doctor about the message. About the message when message is delivered, representative will take effect only if the action is being talked about the message when or while was fine, but the early words didn't make sense. The description of an action I am able to. Okay. Anything. I should probably find a way to ask the Dr. Bot specifically about the message. I'll look that up later. Assuming there is somebody around to activate it, operate it. So this kind of tells you, okay, Noah is going to save you. Die. Okay, this is not bad. So one thing that could be an interesting... So the first thing I know from this game is that wireless signals have been jammed, right? The local mesh is down. It is down. So it's just not working. That doesn't mean that it's not like you cannot connect to it. It is down, really. Somebody turn it off. Also, there's something jamming wireless signals. If you... Dr. Bot will tell you. Oh, this is not running. Okay. The Dr. Bot tells you that the Kepler has a combat damage, immediate repair, report to operations model is running immediate repairs. And it says here, disable or wireless frequencies, and repeat, do not use radio frequencies. So what happens here is that some kind of attack was using the wireless, radio, and so on. And actually, the Dr. Bot is the one that's jamming the signals. That's a bit of a spoiler. But, well, we're spoiling it the whole game since we're developing. What this means is that once you recognize that if you turn the robot off, or if you turn on the mesh or something, you might die from like a hacking or something. Technically, your own brain has a Wi-Fi, but it can be on or off. And I suppose it's on by default, because why won't it be? That means you can be hacked, but you should be able to turn it off, right? That means that your cortical implants, actually, there should be an object that you have that has the Muse in it. So basically you have a bunch of implants in your brain. That's like a computer you have in your brain that runs the program that is your Muse. It has other functions, like plugging in things. So maybe that should also be something you're carrying around, you cannot drop. It would be interesting to think how to do that, maybe instead of carrying things, you're carrying your music. You're not really carrying your music. Sorry. But maybe you could have a part of you be something. And that's something cool, have the muse inside. The muse could also be just a person that's nowhere, and you kind of use your device to communicate with it. There are many ways to approach this. Yeah, I think I think this session is going to be really short. There seems to be getting a message that I should be leaving the house soon. So I think I'm going to close it for now. This is only been like, I don't know, 15 minutes, something like that. So really short one. It's okay, that's fine. Okay, half an hour, that's not terrible. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.